Alright, good morning guys. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to do a question and answer. I thought this would be good too for people who are not coming from TikTok and don't know me that well. Even people who are from TikTok who have questions. So I asked you guys to leave questions on one of my TikToks that I posted recently. So I'm going to just go through and start answering them. I guess I will start by saying my name is Callie. I am a second-year law student at a law school in New York. I'm keeping where I go private until I graduate. But yeah, and I currently am not in New York because of COVID. My school went remote in March. They're still remote. And because I'm being really COVID cautious, I just thought I'd be better off coming home to my parents' house so I can at least have some social interaction, whereas if I was in New York, I'd be in a square box, completely isolated. So I'm home. I'm probably going back. The plan right now is to move back in May. So hopefully with the vaccine and everything, things will be, it's looking good. So I'm just gonna go through. I'm not gonna do these in any particular order. I'm just gonna literally do them in the order that they are on my video. Favorite part about college. So I'm obviously not in college anymore. I'm in law school. What I miss most about college is honestly senior year was just so fun. Me and my best friend lived together. And like we shared a wall so we could like knock on the wall when we wanted to talk to each other. We literally went out like every night. I had already gotten like last semester of senior year, I had already gotten into law school. So we went out like every single night. It was so fun. We kind of just went crazy and it was like the most fun year ever just because me and my best friend did literally everything together. We still both live in New York together, but obviously I'm away from her right now. She went back because she had work. My school didn't start, so I didn't go back. So we still see each other a lot in New York in normal times, but obviously like it's not the same as living together where I can just knock on her wall. So I think that was my favorite part about college. I also didn't realize how good I had it when I look back and I'm like, oh my god, I had so much work and was so stressed. That work is like nothing to me now. So I miss the smaller workload too. So yeah, let's see. Best and worst purchase of 2020. Okay, so I prepared for this one. I'm going to start with my worst purchase, which are these Moncler boots. I mean, they're cute, right? So they have this little knit cuff. They're like rubber boots, so they're for snow. I thought they would be cute on a snowy day. But in New York, it did not snow once last year. And now, I don't know if I love them as much as I did when I bought them now. And I also saw on Essence the other night, which is a website I like to shop on, these are now $200 cheaper than when I bought them. So it's not that I don't love them, it's just that I've literally worn them once. I feel like it would be weird to wear these when it's not snowing, maybe not. I think I wore them once when like there was like a tiny bit of snow on the ground, but I just spent too much money on these and I've never worn them really, so. But I'm keeping them, hopefully next, like I'm just not gonna wear them here right now because I'm in my hometown. I just don't feel the need to dress up here like I would in New York. Not that these are dressing up, but you know what I mean. So hopefully next winter, everything will be normal, vaccine, COVID will be away, and I can finally wear these. But yeah, unfortunately, I would have to say these were my worst purchase. Oh, my cat's banging on the door, 1 second. Okay, before I do my best purchase, a lot of you guys did ask to see Cleo and Luna. This is Luna. Okay, Luna, she doesn't want to be on camera. Ow, she just literally scratched me. But, come here, Luna. Luna and Cleo are my pride and joy. They are turning 2 in April. We had a big birthday party planned for them last year. But obviously, I literally prepared for it so in advance. I sent out invites and everything because it was their first birthday. It was going to be a huge deal. We were going to have a little party, but that got canceled due to COVID. and they probably will not have a party this year either, but hopefully for their 3rd birthday, they'll get a really fun birthday party. So I don't know where Cleo is, but yeah, here's Luna. I love her. As far as my best purchase of 2020, it would definitely have to be this Prada bag. It is the Prada re-edition 2005 bag, and I'm literally obsessed with it. I wanted it for a while, and I finally just got it because, yeah, it's just so cute. I love that it's nylon too, because I feel like it's just a lot more durable than other bags I have, different materials. And I love that it's literally so versatile because it has this big strap, which is what I use like every day. And I think this little like pocket thing is so cute too. But then also, obviously I'm not going out right now really, but like when I do go out to dinners or lounges or clubs, it has this little strap too. So you can have like a more cute little dainty vibe with like a dress or a tank top or something cute. And I just leave the chain on too because I think it looks cute hanging like that. But yeah, I literally love this bag, and it looks small, but it actually fits so much too. At least it fits everything I need: my camera, hand sanitizer, chapstick, my wallet, phone. Fits everything. So I love this bag. Hands down, best purchase of 2020. I know another question I got was my favorite products, just in general. I have so many favorite products, so I let myself choose 3 of my favorite makeup products, 3 of my favorite perfumes, and 3 of my favorite skincare products, which was really hard. So, but if I had to bring it down to like, these are my top 3, starting with skincare. This, I hate doing the YouTube hand, I'm really sorry, but this is the Dr. Roebuck's 2-in-1 Mask and Scrub, which this is the exfoliant I use it once a week. It's amazing. It smells so good. The jojoba oil is super, super hydrating. You leave it on for 1 minute, and I struggle with really dry skin, and a lot of exfoliants irritate my skin more, but this one is amazing. They used to sell it at Sephora, but for some reason they stopped. I don't know why, but you can still get it at Ulta, I'm pretty sure. I will link it down below. So this is my one favorite product. Coming in no particular order, this product has been my holy grail. This actually might be my all-time favorite product. I've been using it for like 4 years now. I don't think I'll ever stop. It is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask with avocado and Swiss glacier water. I have struggled, as I just said, with dry skin for so long, and someone at Sephora recommended this to me once when I was just looking for a night cream. I use a pretty heavy moisturizer already. I use the Lala Retro Whipped Cream by Drunk Elephant, which is their super thick moisturizer, but still, I found myself always waking up with super dry skin, like patches on my face, also eczema too, which I have treated with some steroid treatments, whatever. But anyway, ever since I started using this, I never wake up with those annoying gross dry patches all over my face anymore, which made me so insecure. So I'm literally so thankful for this. Not only does it keep you really hydrated, but like, I swear it makes you wake up with a glow. It makes my skin so glowy and nice. So if you have like less dry skin, I think you could use this like once or twice a week. I use it every single night, just because I think I need it. So if you have really dry skin and you're looking for a night cream, I really recommend this. And even on days when I have like really, really dry skin days, I'll use it as a moisturizer during the day sometimes too, which probably isn't great, but it like saves me. And okay, my last, in no particular order, favorite product is this serum by First Aid Beauty. It is the Ultra Repair Oat and Hemp Seed Oil. I've gone through so many serums in my life, and I was using before the Marula oil by Drunk Elephant, which actually dried out my skin and was so expensive. It's like $72. This is definitely more affordable. It's still kind of pricey, but a lot more affordable as far as serums go. And it's just so amazing because I obviously with dry skin get redness too, and with my eczema. So not only does this really hydrate, but the oat and the hemp seed also are super calming, so they help with redness too. So I use 3 drops of this in the morning and 3 drops at night. I love this serum so much. So those are my top 3 skincare products. All right, as far as my top 3 makeup products, this was very difficult for me. I have so many, but I do like a really natural, bronzy, glowy look whenever I do my makeup. I just realized, I hope I haven't been looking in the viewfinder this whole time. But I like a really bronzy, natural look. So if you told me that these were the only products I could use for the rest of my life, this is what I would pick. Starting with first the Too Faced lip injection. This is the Maximum Plump. I'm wearing some right now, but it's kind of worn out, but I'm gonna put some more on. But it's literally so amazing. Yes, it burns a little bit, but it goes away and it plumps your lips, and it literally plumps your lips so well. And it also gives them like a natural little red tint, which I love. I really want to get, I'm just insecure about my upper lip. I feel like when I talk, it just it's so thin. So in the future, I really want to get not crazy intense lip injections. I want to get just a little bit of filler in my top lip. But for now, this is what I use. Number two in no particular order is this. It's the, is it gonna focus? This is the Glossier Boy Brow. I love it so much because it's super, super easy to just make your brows. I'm very bad at trying to do the whole pencil drawing in brows, and I also just like a natural feathery look, so I'll do a soap brow under this. I'll try to link the soap brow I used to down below. I think you can really use any bar of soap. I just wasn't totally sure, so I ordered a soap bar kit, so I knew I was using the right soap. So I will link that. But I use this on top of it just because it is nice and tinted, and I love, my favorite thing about it is just how small the brush is. So yes, I love this. I got it in the shade brown. I think I have 4 or 5 shades, I'm not sure, but I literally love this so much. And then last but not least, once again in no particular order, is the KKW Beauty Contour Stick. I was hesitant to get it for so long because for some reason I just imagined it to be super dry and hard to blend. But it is the creamiest, easiest contour stick to blend with ever. It blends so nicely and it looks so natural. So I do the little 3 contour here, and I also will put some under my lip to add definition. Sometimes I'll contour my nose, but I feel like I don't really know how to properly contour my nose. And then I'll also put it in my eyelids just to add some definition to my eyelids, and I feel like it just can make you look so put together and have a complete look and bronzy and glowy. So I love that. So those would be my 3 products I would choose. If I could only use 3 makeup products, it would be bronzer, lip gloss, and eyebrow gel. Okay, moving on to my top 3 favorite fragrances. Right now, this is my all-time favorite. This is Chloe Nomad. I will link it down below. It's so good. I literally love the smell. It reminds me of going out in New York because I feel like I don't wear perfume that much since I've been home. But I love this perfume. It's sweet and musky at the same time, which is my favorite scent. So I love this. I also love, so this is obviously this is not the original C Giorgio Armani. This is a little bit more of a floral one. I used to, my go-to used to be just the original C by Giorgio Armani, which I still literally love. This one is basically the same, it just is a tiny bit more floral. So this has been my scent since sophomore year of college. But yeah, this one, it reminds me, it's just so weird how perfumes can bring you back. This reminds me of I remember at the beginning of first year I went through a breakup, and every time I go through a breakup, I want to switch perfumes because I'm ew, it reminds me of them. So this literally reminds me of like going through a breakup last year. But this is just super sweet, a tiny bit musky as well, I guess. But I love this. And this is one of my new favorites. It is the YSL. It does not have the name on it, and I can't remember what it is, but I went to this YSL Beauty Masterclass virtually, and they were like talking. I have the Black Opium YSL, which I love, but that also reminds me of another breakup, which is, anyway, this is so yummy. I don't even know how to describe it, but I think it's also kind of sweet and musky. So they say that this is supposed to be like the theory. I hope I'm not getting them mixed up, but I think the Black Opium with like the coffee smell is supposed to be like once you like capture someone's seduction, like that's the perfume you're supposed to wear to keep them addicted to you, and this is supposed to be like the seductive perfume you wear. So like you're supposed to like have those two perfumes together, 2 and 2. That's what YSL planned when they made these two perfumes, which I think is a cool little backstory. Right, now that we've gone through all of the products, I'm going to go back through. Someone asked if I'm a Gemini. No, I'm a Virgo, which I don't know how much I believe in astrology, but I will say I definitely fit like the Virgo characteristic traits. I remember I was talking with one of my friends in New York once, and they were like, they had this whole theory that the reason why astrology may be right is because when we're in the womb, there's like different gravitational pulls at different times of the year from the moon, which could maybe like affect how we develop, which I feel like that makes sense. What would you go to college for if you weren't studying law? I've gotten asked this a lot, and I honestly don't know. I think if I had not gone to law school, I would probably have just tried to stay in and pursue being either like a pediatrician or a psychiatrist. I think would be so cool too. But that would have been like super, super hard for me. I'm sure I would have been able to do it, but math and science do not come easy to me. I would have struggled so much. So how to deal with exam stress. Okay, so yeah, finals in law school are like a whole nother kind of stress because your only grade the entire semester for your class is the final exam. Besides, you get like 10% participation. So you can do so well the whole year and then just like have a panic attack the day of the exam and mess up, which is why it's so important that you stay in as positive of a mindset as possible. So during exams, I don't always follow this. I actually did not really follow this that well this exam period, so I need to practice what I preach more. But I think having a stress outlet and exercising through exams is so important because when you're studying for finals, like so much stress builds up. It is the most stressful thing. So I think having a stress outlet always in school is so important, but especially during finals, so you stay in a clear mindset. And it's a good break to like get up and like get away from studying for a little bit. And that's my other tip. I think a lot of times studying, it's super overwhelming. Just like to look at everything you have to study and like, how am I going to do this? So I set time limits and I'll do time chunks. So like I'll set a timer for even as little as like a half an hour. I'll be like, okay, I have to study for half an hour. And then I will take a 5-minute break. So that really helps me, and something that I use to do that, it's the app Forest. I don't know if you can really see it, but they are the best app ever. You grow a tree, so you set a timer and grow a tree, and if you put it in like intense study mode or something, whatever it's called, then if you exit out of the app, you kill the tree, which is so sad. You don't want to kill the tree. And you get to like grow a little forest over the year to see your progress. So I love that app. It's literally helped me so much. And I think my last just like study tip in general is writing things down. I don't do this as much in law school because it's more difficult just because there's so much to write down. And I'm already making an outline, so I am writing. But in undergrad, what I did, and it helped me so much on exams, is to make flashcards on like everything you need to know. even if you don't use the flashcards, which a lot of times I wouldn't because I wouldn't have time, the process of making the flashcards, like writing stuff down, drills it into your brain better than anything else, I swear. Pro study tip. My camera just stopped filming me. My major in undergrad I had a major in pre-law with a minor in business law. How do I stay so fit? Workout routine. So in normal times, I go to the gym and do the elliptical. That's like my go-to. And yeah, I have elliptical at home, but I just don't really like the elliptical we have here, so I haven't been doing it. I would say a lot of people overlook this, but just going on walks can get you in such good shape. I go on really long walks. I'll go on like 7 to 8 mile walk, sometimes like 4 times a week. I need to get better about doing that again. But that keeps you in such good shape if you just do that with an ab workout. I do the Alexis Ren ab workout. Basically, I've added like a few modifications over the years, but that's what I've been doing. I also will do a vinyasa yoga workout. It's like a 45-minute power vinyasa by 5 Parks Yoga. It's so good. I literally love it. So yeah, I guess those are like my top 3. I also took like a jump roping class like pre-pandemic. I used to always go to this jump roping class on Tuesdays at my gym. And it was so fun because they'd blast music, and jump roping is actually a super good workout. So I will also jump rope for like 30 minutes when I like want to just get like a quick workout in. How did I decide which law school to go to? I knew I wanted to be in New York, so I just applied to like all law schools in New York, and I had a top one just because I looked at like just certain, I don't want to say like specifically how I chose my law school because I am keeping it private and I feel like saying certain things could give it away, but I will say something to help if you are struggling with like where you should apply, where you want to go on 7sage.com, and they have like this amazing grid of all the like the 75th percentile LSAT scores they admitted down to the 25th percentile, same with GPAs and their acceptance rate, which is so helpful because obviously applications are expensive, so you don't want to waste an application on a school like that you probably won't get into. Not saying you shouldn't apply to reach schools, you definitely should, but this can help you determine what are like your target schools, what are your easier schools, and what are your reach schools. So I really recommend that, and I will link that below. My favorite Starbucks order is a pumpkin cream cold brew, but I've been trying not to get it, but then like now I'm like, it's gonna be away soon, so I should probably go get it one last time. I love when it snows, but I would say summer I like more by a little bit than winter. I get tired of winter faster, but I also was like ready for winter this year, especially with like the pandemic and always being inside. I think having it nice and cold outside helps. I love rainy days. Rainy days are like my favorite weather. I guess except in the summer I like sunniness, but I just love a cozy rainy day. But yeah, this winter sucks because like it's the first time, so I grew up doing ski racing, and this is like once I went to college away from like skiing because I was in the city. I didn't go skiing except for when I'm at home, and obviously like now in New York I don't go skiing unless I'm home, and like now I'm home for like the whole winter, but like I'm not going skiing because I just very COVID cautious. So I'm not going to a crowded ski resort, you know? So that sucks. Am I planning on having kids? Absolutely. Yes, I'm planning on having kids. I can't wait to have kids. I've like wanted a baby since the day I was born. So, but I need to find a candidate to have a baby with, you know? That's probably important. But yeah, I definitely want to have kids. So I'm so excited for when that day comes. So yeah. How did I decide on fashion law? So I always knew I wanted to do some form of intellectual property. That's what has always interested me, interested me the most. In undergrad too, I took intellectual property in the business school and in the arts school, I guess, because I had the minor in business law and major in pre-law. So I always wanted to do something in intellectual property, and when I got to school, I was thinking more like music law, but I've had a lot of people come and talk at panels at my law school, which I miss panels so much. They're so fun. They basically are like when people, lawyers will come and speak from like different places and different fields, and just like talk about what their job is like. And the best part about law school panels is they always have like a bunch of drink selections. They have like, they'll always have a white wine, a red wine. They'll have like beer too. I don't like beer, but you can get wine. They always have chocolate covered strawberries usually, and like all these fun snacks. My friends make fun of me, but I go to so many panels just because free wine and chocolate strawberries. Why wouldn't you? And you get to listen to lawyers talk about their life. So, but I heard so many lawyers like that have come and talked from like Spotify and Sony. Their job just seemed a little more repetitive than I realized it was. So I had no idea what fashion law was until I went to this entertainment law panel, and Juicy Couture's attorney spoke there, which at the time Juicy Couture was not doing well, but they're doing a lot better now. They're about to make a huge comeback. I just got their 25th anniversary tracksuit in the mail. But anyway, his job sounded so cool just because you get to work behind the scenes with big fashion brands, get to see designs before they come out. So that is what I plan on doing. To sum up fashion law really quickly, I don't have any experience in it yet because I've not gotten an internship specifically in fashion law. I'm going to try to get one more leaning towards that for the summer. But it's basically dealing mostly with trademark litigation, like protecting trademarks, trademark infringement suits. It's also a lot of contract negotiation. And it involves sometimes a lot of immigration law too, which I didn't really realize at first, which I think is really cool as well, because a lot of big brands are obviously international. So yeah. How's living in New York? Well, I'm not there right now, but I usually live in New York. I absolutely love it. I feel like it's definitely a city you can never get completely comfortable in, but I think that's why I like it so much. When I went to undergrad in Boston, as I said, and I feel like I got too comfortable there, and I think when you get too comfortable, you just get set in like a, I don't know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like standby mode, but I feel like when you get too comfortable, it's not good. And so I like New York always keeping me on my toes, I guess. Where do I shop the most? I shop the most, it's a huge mix. So I love this, like, for like more designer stuff, I love Essence and Farfetch. They're always having sales too, which is awesome. For like more basic pieces, I love Zara. I like, what else do I like? I get a lot of stuff off Revolve, which is just like a bunch of different brands. I love Boys Fly. I would say like those are like my top places I shop. My senior year of college, I went through a phase where like I bought designer just to buy a designer, which this is why I now have like 100 stupid, not 100, but I have a lot of stupid off-white shirts. Not that they're stupid, but like just like basic boxy t-shirts, and like that I spent way too much money on just to get them because of the designer. So now I focus more on getting a lot of really nice basic pieces, and if there's like a specific designer piece that I really want, I'll get it, but I'm not just getting it because it's designer anymore, which is how you should shop. Favorite type of class I've taken in law school so far? Probably torts, actually, just because, ooh, my leg is cramping so bad. Just because I found the material really interesting, but also I had a really, really good professor. Least favorite class I have ever taken is definitely constitutional law. Hands down the driest, most boring class I've ever taken in my entire life. I'm gonna answer like one more question and then I think I am going to end this off just because I think it's getting really long again because I ramble with everything I say. But my last question I will answer is, how did I know law school was right for me? I think a lot of people struggle with this. I still don't know if law school is right for me. I mean, I'm doing it, I like it, I'm excited about it. But I don't think you ever really know if it's right for you. I'm in like halfway through law school and I still don't totally know what I'm doing. But I think if it's something you're interested in, a law school degree is definitely very expensive, so it's not something to take lightly at all. But I will say, like, if you're willing to make the investment but you're just worried, like, what if I don't want to be a lawyer when I graduate? Law school degree, like, even just having the degree opens up so many doors in so many fields. Even if you don't end up being a lawyer, there's so many other things you can do with a law degree, and like the business world, government world, I just think PR world, it doesn't hurt to get one. I don't want to say that too lightly, like just throwing, oh yeah, just go get a law degree and waste $120,000. No, but if you're interested in law school and you're hesitant because you are worried, what if you don't end up liking it or don't want to be a lawyer, you will have a lot of other options. So yeah, I think like my plan right now is to work corporate for like 10 years, hopefully make a good amount of money, and then after paying off my student loans, hopefully, and having some money saved up, I still want to work in fashion law for like my whole life, but I'd like to be able to, when I get older, focus a lot more time on doing pro bono work, which I've never really talked that much about, but I'd love to do pro bono work on focusing on like prison reform. I also would like to work with like domestic violence victims. I did a clinic with domestic violence victims in undergrad. The law school had a domestic violence clinic that I helped out with the third year students. So I'd love to be able to provide like legal services to people who might not be able to afford them. I'm gonna end this off here because when I stand, I hyperextend my leg and my knee hurts so bad right now. And this is also probably like literally an hour of footage that I'm gonna have to try to edit down to like 25 minutes. So I love you guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you want, subscribe if you want. I'll link a lot of stuff below. Follow me on TikTok if you want, like this video if you want. But yeah, I am going to go because I'm hungry. It's 1:45. So, love you. Bye.